Welcome back to Marketing Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. And today we're in Indianapolis talking to Brandon Robertson of Mortgage Growth System. And Brandon, welcome to our conversation today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, we're glad to have you and glad to learn more about you. So why don't you share with us how you got started in the marketing industry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I personally had a background in marketing with real estate in the early 2000s, moved on, worked with a whole bunch of like Fortune 50 companies totally outside of the real estate space. And there later close to 2010, I started seeing what was going on in the digital space, found it very interesting. And so I started working towards that. We formed an agency in 2016, which we called Dovetail Marketing, but then we quickly realized that we had a specific avatar type person or industry that we wanted to work with, which is primarily in the mortgage lending space and real estate agents, since there's some overlap. And really since 2017, that's really all we've been doing. And so now people primarily know us as the Mortgage Growth System and somewhat as Agent GoGo as well. So, and that's how we got into it.
Well, it's always great when you can find that right niche and really find the comfort zone of working with clients. And so why don't you share with us a little bit about what your onboarding is with the new clients and focus on what your services you're providing to really help within this industry?
Yeah, so I think our main focal point is really helping an industry that is a little bit, what I would say, largely behind the times, take advantage of what's possible with digital marketing. So we do a lot of lead generation, primarily through like the Facebook ad platforms. And then, but besides that, we also very quickly realized early on, like probably 2017, that just an overall lack of use of like technology to simplify their entire process. So not only do we generate leads and do the marketing and all this stuff for them, but we also provide technology solutions such as like an advanced CRM system to keep them organized, simplify the whole lead conversion process. And that's really where our Agent GoGo brand kind of comes in to play as well. So we kind of have our own CRM system, and it goes a little bit deeper than that. But we're really, ultimately, if I had to explain, I would say, we're just trying to help, people in the mortgage space, the professionals, the lenders, really take advantage of what's possible and acquire business to a certain degree on autopilot and streamline their whole process, basically.
Which is very important because they really do need leads flowing on a regular basis, and to be able to even track the leads the right way is a great advantage for those taking part in a system like this. You've seen a lot, obviously, as you focus on this niche. What do you see as some of the evolution of where marketing is going for the mortgage industry and what you might be implementing with your clients?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we all know the last 2 years have really expedited the online world, right? We had a lot of businesses that never had an online presence suddenly forced into having one, and so I think what we see now is consumers across the board, even young to old, are very used to doing things online, and so we're trying to help the lenders and people that we work with really take advantage of that, right? Like this was true before, and we were helping them be really cutting edge, but now I find it's more about like being critical that they're taking advantage of this is that they have online presences, that they are acquiring leads, that they are building some sort of branding there, and then like I said before, is using technology to really simplify. It doesn't have to be so manual if you understand that. And that's one of the things that we also do a lot, is a lot of coaching. So our program isn't just providing leads, isn't providing just automations. We also coach them live, on Zoom calls to help them like really grasp it, because it's one thing to have, here's a tool, here's a video, but sometimes that's not enough, right? Sometimes they need like a interpersonal interaction where we're kind of like look over their shoulders, is the way I explain it, and say, hey, if you do it like this, you'll actually simplify this process. You'll convert better. You'll stay more organized, and you'll produce better results. Ultimately, is really what it comes down to. I think the other thing is that this shift is also an interplay between the mortgage space and the real estate space, and we have some strategies around that. One of the biggest ones is what we call agent stacking, which is it's a referral play. So we're not blind to old strategies, that we're just helping adapt old strategies to the new way of doing things, is basically what I'm saying.
Well, it's really great that you have the right plan for these companies and making sure that they are doing the right things and being in the right direction and really getting the right results is extremely important. And I think they're very fortunate to have you as part of, really as their partners in getting the results that they need and the leads that will generate into the revenue. So we thank you really for sharing this map with us and of how you work with your clients. And thank you for joining us today.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks, Howard.
And thank you all for joining us as well. It's really important. When you need leads, you make sure that leads are coming and they're good leads. You want to have the right systems in place and the right information out there for people to find you. And what Brandon shared with us, what they're doing with the Mortgage Growth System, really does help those in the mortgage industry to get their message out there and get their sponsor looking for. There's more information on Daily Ad Brief about them, so check it out. But go out, have a great rest of today, and I'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.